Welcome everyone to techdaily.ai. And just before we jump in, this deep dive is sponsored by Stonefly. They're your trusted solution provider and advisor for, well, pretty much everything enterprise data, storage, backup, disaster recovery.
Hyperconverged solutions too, right? VMware, Hyper-V, Proxmox clusters.
Exactly. AI servers, the SA365 security appliance, public and private cloud stuff. You can check them out at stonefly.com for more info.
All right, so let's unpack this development we've been looking into. There's some really fascinating information coming out about some major moves happening with AI and communication platforms.
Yeah, specifically, we've got details on a pretty significant new partnership. It's between Elon Musk's XAI and the chat app Telegram.
Right. And what's really interesting, I think, is seeing these big AI models, like Grok from XAI, really pushing to find massive distribution channels.
Absolutely. And platforms like Telegram, these huge chat apps, they're becoming sort of prime real estate for integrating these AI capabilities. Definitely. So our mission today really is to pull out the key insights from the material we have. What's the core deal here? What could it mean down the line? And importantly, why should you care about this specific partnership?
Whether you use Telegram or you're just watching the tech space. Yeah.
Exactly. So, okay, diving right in. The main news seems pretty straightforward at first glance. Telegram and XAI, they've struck a partnership. And the core of it is integrating Grok, that's XAI's chatbot, into Telegram. And not just Telegram itself, but also apps available on Telegram's platform.
And this is where some of the details get really interesting, particularly the financials we saw mentioned. This isn't just a small test run.
No, not at all. XAI is reportedly paying Telegram quite a bit for this. The number floating around is $300 million.
Wow. $300 million. That's substantial.
It is. And the information indicates it's a mix, cash and equity. And Pavel Durov, Telegram's CEO, apparently confirmed this figure himself.
Okay, that adds a lot of credibility then.
It does.
And paying that kind of sum, especially for what seems to be just a one-year partnership initially.
Well, it says a lot about how much they value Telegram's user base, right?
Absolutely. Instant access to millions, potentially hundreds of millions of users.
But it's not just a one-way street with the money, is it?
No, that's a good point. From Telegram's side, the way the deal is structured, they get a cut too. They're apparently set to earn 50%, half of the revenue from any XAI subscriptions bought directly through the Telegram app.
Okay, so that's a pretty strong incentive for Telegram to really push this integration and make it work well for users.
Definitely.
It kind of shifts Telegram, doesn't it, from purely a chat app towards being, well, a distribution platform or even a marketplace for AI.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it.
And didn't the material also mention that Grok was already sort of available before this?
It did, yeah. Apparently it was available to Telegram's premium users earlier this year. But this new deal, it suggests something much bigger.
Like a full rollout. Potentially, yeah. The implication is Grok might become available to all Telegram users, not just premium ones. That's a huge potential jump in reach for XAI.
Okay, huge potential. So we know the what and the why financially. What about the how? How is Grok actually supposed to work inside Telegram? Did the video from Durov give clues?
It did. It seems pretty seamless, actually. It looks like you might be able to just kind of pin Grok right there on top of your chats.
Huh. Okay, so it's not like a separate bot you have to go find. It's right there in your conversation view.
Seems like it. And the video also showed you could ask Grok questions directly from the main search bar within Telegram.
Ah, okay. Putting the AI right in the search bar? That feels familiar.
Yeah, the information we looked at mentioned Meta has done something similar, right? Integrating Meta AI into the search bar in Instagram and WhatsApp.
Right. So it provides some context. This isn't, Telegram and XAI doing something totally out of the blue. It seems like part of a bigger trend.
Making AI help instantly accessible wherever you are in the app. Less friction.
Exactly. Lowering the barrier to actually using it.
Yep.
So, okay, it's integrated. What can you actually do with Grok in there? What do the demos show?
Well, several things that sound pretty useful for, just daily chat stuff.
Like what?
Like Grok giving you writing suggestions as you type. That could be handy. And summarizing things, summarizing chats, links, even documents that people share in the conversation.
Okay, summarizing long chats. That could actually be a game changer for busy group chats or channels.
Totally. And it even showed it helping create custom stickers, which is kind of fun.
A bit of fun, yeah. But it's not just for personal use, is it? There was mention of businesses, too.
Right. The material indicated Grok is also expected to help businesses using Telegram, maybe answering common questions from customers or helping moderators in big channels.
So it becomes a tool for community managers, for businesses on the platform,
Yeah.
not just an individual assistant.
Yeah, it broadens the scope quite a bit.
So if we try and, pull all this together,
hmm
what's the bigger picture here? What does this partnership really signify?
Well, I think it really highlights this accelerating trend we're seeing. You've got these powerful AI models that need huge audiences to be truly impactful or maybe just profitable.
hmm
And chat platforms, communication apps, they're positioning themselves as the perfect place for that, the new distribution layer for AI.
Yeah, it's not just about having the smartest AI anymore, is it? It's about getting that AI easily into the hands of, well, potentially billions of people.
Exactly. And connecting that back to you, the listener, the user,
Yeah.
this could really change how you interact with info inside Telegram.
How so?
Well, it just makes AI help way more available for everyday things, right? Getting a quick summary, looking something up fast, getting a bit of writing help.
All without leaving the chat app you're already in.
Precisely. It could make dealing with all the information flowing through chats feel, I don't know, a bit lighter, maybe easier to manage.
Definitely. So this deep dive into the XAI and Telegram partnership, it really just throws into sharp relief how fast AI is getting woven into the communication tools we use constantly
Yeah, it's moving past being a separate thing you go to, like a standalone chatbot.
and becoming more like an integrated layer within our digital conversations, potentially changing how we work, how we get information right there in the chat window.
Mm-hmm.
And it does raise a pretty big question, doesn't it? As AI becomes this sort of almost invisible helper in our main communication hubs, how might that subtly change online interaction itself?
Yeah, and how we process all the information that's constantly flowing at us in those feeds and chats. That's something to think about.
Definitely something to mull over.
Okay, before we wrap up, just a reminder that this deep dive was brought to you by Stonefly. Do check them out at stonefly.com. And speaking of robust solutions for handling lots of data, like maybe summarizing massive chat histories, you might want to look at Stonefly's 100 TB immutable and air-gapped SSO NAS. They have it listed for $8,995.
Good value for that kind of secure capacity.
Definitely worth a look.